Alright, I'm back again. Don't know what happened. Program just kind of shut off. So I'm here. See if you guys find me. See if anybody finds me this time. Don't know what's going on tonight. Yeah, so we have the swap meet coming up. Alright, some of you found me again. So yeah, the swap meet is coming up on Sunday. Sunday, April 6th. So come out and join me. Sunday for the swap meet. And hopefully we'll get more people signing up. We have about 20 vendors right now, which is pretty good. I'd like to get up to 25. I don't think we'll get to 30. 25 would be good. I'm still looking for deckhands if anybody's interested. I have one person that might be able to help out, it looks like. But we're always looking because people always get busy. So our regular deckhand, Chris, is waiting for his surgeries. Looks like he's going to have his hand surgery this week. And he's still waiting for approval for his hernia surgery. So hopefully that happens soon. And then about a month later, I can use him. But I need some people to help out in the meantime. A couple of new people have called the office about volunteering for the Youth Foundation. So I really appreciate that. And like I said, Wednesday we had about 5 of the guys over. I don't think it was 6, maybe 5 guys over to get the stuff ready, price the fishing rods, price some reels, and get everything ready for the swap meet. So we're ready to roll on that. And hopefully Steve will be there Saturday to mark the parking lot for us. So that's kind of the game plan. But that's about it. Nothing too exciting. I don't think any boats went out on opening day because of the weather, blowing like 50 knots. Don't know what it was on the ocean. I saw pictures that some of my captain friends posted on their Facebook pages. So we'll see what happens. There we go. So we got 12 people on now, but only 5 likes. So we can get some more likes, that would be great. Here is my wonderful studio, in case you haven't seen it before. Monster size. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today. So James, yeah, I wasn't planning on having hot dogs, but if you're going to be there and you're going to cook for sure, I will go buy hot dogs. Any idea how many hot dogs I should get? Because it doesn't matter. I mean, we can save them for a couple of weeks for the next kids club meeting. Hey Warren, how you doing? That first trip of the year is sold out on the Sport King, but we do have plenty of room available for our trip on the Clemente at the end of May, May 30th. So, any of you are interested in that one, we have space available. Here's a link for that. And then the first week of May, I'll be hosting a meet and greet trip on the Gale Force. So if you guys would like to do that, you can come out and fish with me there too. Meet and greets are fun because I don't have to work, so it's kind of neat. Just get a fish, hang out with people, say hello. That's always fun. Let me see what the exact date is for that. Exact date for May. Looking forward to their new location. It's supposed to be open in time for our trip in May at the old Ports of Call. So May. I'm on their website right now. May. Guess it's not May 1st. I'll have to look it up. I don't see it posted on their website. Yeah, I think it is Thursday, May 1st. That looks like it could be it. Yeah, it is. They have it listed there. So Thursday, May 1st will be my first meet and greet trip of the year. There's still 20 spots available for that one. So if some of you want to come on fish with me on a trip that isn't going to be filmed for TV, that one is available. Hey Ron, how you doing? Yeah, if you're waiting for Dorado, you got to wait till like September, maybe August, if we're lucky. And I hope the yellowtail come back. We haven't seen good yellowtail fishing at the island, or last year was kind of slow out there at the island for the yellowtail. Good bass fishing, a lot of bonita, stuff like that, plenty to catch. Just not the yellowtail fishing that we had seen the past couple of years. And we haven't had the local yellowtail fishing for at least 5 years, maybe 7 years, Where we had one year here where it was all the yellowtail you wanted just locally, and they were biting better here than at the island. All the island boats stopped going there and started fishing locally because it was so good. But yeah, but I understand that. I would like that too. All right, we got 25 of you on here now, but only 8 likes. Can we get some more likes, please? All right, we should probably play the show opening. Here we go. So what's your question, Ron? Are you... There's some yellowtail right now at Ensenada. I have friends that have been fishing down there, and they had 2 trips in a row, 2 days in a row. That was over a week ago, and they did pretty good. So that worked out good. We just haven't seen them up here. And I don't know if you guys saw what James posted. He's looking for another person or two to join him. On the East Cape trip. He's looking for another person to join him on the East Cape trip. Yeah, here's a link for the meet and greet trip for May on the Gale Force. So we have room for that. We're still looking for some bodies for Mexico and bodies for Alaska. Here is what Alaska's been like. Alaska's been lots of fun if you've never done that. I know a lot of people consider it a trip of a lifetime. I try to consider it an annual trip. But Alaska is fun. If you guys have never done it, you should really try it. But here's like some of the few pictures from the last couple years. Just a beautiful destination. That's always a fun trip. Hey, Robert, long time no see. I guess you still live in Montebello. You haven't left yet. See what else is going on. I guess we have to have kid video slideshows at every one of these. So here's last month's kids club meeting. Okay, Robert's still here. That's good to know. Let me find the last kids club meeting for you guys. Here we go. Don't know why this thing doesn't save them all the time. All right, so we did get another fish report from Jonas. Not a fish report, but a bait report. Um, it looks like he did it from the bait barge this time. And he's got an update for you on the bait situation in Mission Bay, in San Diego Bay, and also in Dana Point. Here's Jonas.
Going on, Dan and everybody. It's Jonas with Everingham Brothers Bait Company again. Just wanting to give you the weekly bait report. At Dana Point, we're going to have 3 to 4 inch anchovy. At Mission Bay, it's going to be 3 to 6 inch anchovy. They're very large, very healthy. And at San Diego, it's going to be 3 to 4 inch anchovy. We're still fishing for sardine. We'll probably get some soon, but right now it's just going to be anchovy. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jonas, for that. I wish we had anchovies up here for bait. Could catch so many more bass if we had anchovies for bait. But all they normally like to catch up here are big sardines, and they're just too big for barely legal calico bass. You really need those anchovies. Does anybody have any fishing questions for me or swap meet questions? Come join us at the swap meet coming up this coming Sunday. is the swap meet. So Phil says he signed up to come with me out of Avila. That's cool. That's going to be the combo trip for Avila. Combo crab, Dungeness crab, and rockfish. That's always fun. What's this other one? Miles. Hey, Mr. Dan, just turning in. Yeah, we donated some of our old Youth Foundation rods, the spinning rod combos, to Lucerna Fishing Club. Hopefully, my nephew Jonah will join that club one day. I think he's a sophomore now over there, but I know he's busy with baseball. I've been asking him to join, but he hasn't joined yet. Hey Sam, how you doing? Good. Thank you for volunteering for Sunday. We can use you on Sunday. Some of the guys were over on Wednesday to help get ready, and I think we're pretty good with that. If any of you want to help Steve mark the parking lot, he's going to do it on Saturday. Put the numbers down with chalk so it goes away. You can check with him on the group text because he wants to do it on Saturday. Yeah, Phil, you shouldn't think about getting an electric reel for that deep water rockfish because when we do that trip in Avila, you're going to have to fish over 300 feet. And normally when skippers have to go over 300 feet, they go to 600 feet a lot. So you would really want to have that electric reel. And now with all the tariffs and all that, I would get that reel soon. Because once everything that's here now gets bought and sold, every reel company other than the local ones, and there's only two, what are the two? God. Accurate, and why can't I think of the other one? I see it in my head. I don't have one of the reels here. I'm sure somebody will remind me. But yeah, there's only two domestically made reels, and who is it, Kevin? Abbott? What's the name? Alright. Having a brain fade. But yeah, I would get an electric reel soon. And if you guys are looking to get new reels and stuff, brand new reels, go now to your local tackle store. The tariffs are going to be really brutal. I heard a story, and I don't know if it's 100% true. Avid, that's it. Avid is a reel. Thank you. I heard a story that like Akuma's rolling tackle bag, the tariffs are going to be over 50% because they're getting the big tariff for where they're coming from, but there's also another tariff for the material that they use to make the bag. So that's going to knock it up over 50%. So that'd be pretty bad. Phil says about wore myself out last time fishing. Yeah, you don't want to use a 2-speed reel for rock fishing because when you put it in second speed, it's only 1-to-1. So it's super, super slow. And that will kill you. I know people think you want to use the 2-speed for rock fishing, but really you don't want to do that. Yeah, Abbott's out here in the valley, so that's what Kevin's telling me. Yeah, so if you're not going to buy an Abbott and you're not going to buy an Accurate, and neither one of those two make electric reels, you really want to go get your electric reel soon, right away. All right, guys, I have 25 of you on here, but only 18 likes. Can we get a few more likes? And it looks like we have 16 people already signed up for the East Cape trip. Jimmy's going. He's got him and his grandson going. He's looking for one or two more people to join him on his boat to keep the price down a little bit. So if anybody's interested in that, the last year's trip was extremely good fishing. And here's a few pictures from my last two trips down the East Cape. And I'll show that to you right here in a second. For some reason, it's not locking in. So here you go. I'm back. Fill the battery life. I would say bring two batteries. They're small batteries. They just connect on the back there. They work fine. I've had trips where I'm able to use one battery the whole trip, and then I had other trips where I needed to use two batteries. So I bring two batteries and it makes the whole day fine. They do sell the little motorcycle batteries and those kind of batteries you can use too, but those are big. You have to leave them on the ground and run cables to them. So I don't like to do that. Kevin's talking about Mammoth and Crawley. Tommy just joined the show. Well, Tommy, the San Diego bay receivers are getting tons of anchovies right now. So they're doing really, really good. So hopefully we'll get some anchovies up here. But a lot of skippers always say when there's tons of anchovies, that's when the albacore show up. But we shall see. Hoping we'll see albacore. We haven't seen albacore in a long time. So Kevin says here, opener at the end of the month, that Crawley and Convict are already ice free. That's good. No, Kevin, I haven't heard of any albacore being caught. And I haven't heard of any boats really going out with all this weather. I know Jeff had told me he had taken his boat out, and they made a couple trips at Tanner Cortez where they found the smaller tuna, but no monsters. But it sounded like they had pretty good fishing. And I'm not sure what island he was at, if he was Coronados or Clemente, but they did get some yellowtail. So they had good yellowtail fishing. But he might have been farther down San Diego. Hey Robert, how you doing? Are you going to be there on Sunday, Robert? Yeah, Tommy, having anchovies for bait just makes everything so much easier. You can chum them, and you can track a lot of fish to the boat. And when all you have is big sardines for bait, it's hard to chum them because the bass, a smaller sized bass eats one of those and he's full. Or if you're throwing anchovies, those bass will keep eating and eating. So that's why we really like having the anchovies. And anchovies make a huge difference with the barracuda fishing. Gets the sand bass excited, gets the calico bass to go, makes the bonita flip all over the place. So having anchovies is a big, big thing. But, it just seems like it's easier for the bait guys to catch sardines up here. So that's what they put in the bait receivers. Hey, Robert, do you mind picking up ice on the way up on Sunday? I'm going to need some ice for the sodas and stuff. If not, just let me know and I'll try to pick it up on Saturday when I go get the food. But yeah, it sounds like Jimmy wants to cook hot dogs on Sunday, so I guess we'll have some hot dogs available. Hey Alan, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in. Any other fishing stuff going on? And the gale force is going to be running tomorrow and Saturday, probably Sunday too, for any of you looking to go rock fishing. They're going to be doing that. I don't know if they're going to do surface fishing too, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be rock fishing. Robert calling the Iceman. All right, thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a green anchovy, or just didn't notice it. Most of them look kind of purple or black to me, darker colors. Yeah, Alan, try to make it by the swap meet if you can. Everybody would like to see you and the boys. And again, here is the info right here for the swap meet. Come and join us. Then here is the info for the meet and greet trip on the Gale Force. And we will be on the Clemente the end of May 30th. So if any of you are interested in that, we could use probably about 15 more people for that. And there's that information. Hey Tony, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Come join us. Drag your son. I haven't seen him. He's probably taller than both of us now. So we have a trip May 30th on the Clemente out of Dana Point, and plenty of space available for that. Hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys there on Sunday. It'll be nice to see everybody. So any last questions or anything? Here's that private charter I had with Terry and them the other day. Let me find that for you guys. That was a fun trip. Yeah, so this was last month on my boat with Terry and Dylan and Bruce. Some of the fish we caught. Dylan made that, so that was kind of cool. Terry, I'm sorry to hear about that. I just saw that your brother passed away and your dog passed away. Tell you, losing April, that was brutal for me. Luckily, I haven't lost an immediate, like a brother or parent yet. Not looking forward to that. So Tony says he's grounded by his doctor. So hopefully your doctor gives you a pass so you can go fishing soon. Be nice to have you back on the water. don't think you fished with us last year at all. Tony, how's your dad doing? Is he back in the office? Is he doing okay? Robert, 6 o'clock is fine. We can get set up within an hour. I think that'll be no problem. Everything's already on the ground, ready to go. All the pallets are down. We just got to lay out the tables, bring the rods out, put them on Steve's racks, and we'll be good to go. That's pretty much the game plan. Same as normal. Yeah, so volunteers that are going to help out the swap meet, if you could be there Sunday at 6 o'clock, that would be really, really good. We can use your help with that. Well, that was nice of him, Terry. You've had so many fights with cancer and all that, so that's pretty tough. Tony says his dad's doing better than him. I understand that. My dad's probably in better shape than I am. Yeah, Tony's dad had a run in there, was in the hospital for a while. And then Tony had to have surgery. So hopefully both of them will be back out fishing with us this year. So we'll see what will happen. Like I said, we need bodies for Alaska and for the East Cape. Some of you want to come fish with us. I know a lot of you, those are trips of a lifetime, but they should be annual trips. Remember, if you're not making memories, you're just waiting to die. So let's go fishing, build some memories. And then I want to remind you, too, that on May 3rd, I believe that's the correct day, Saturday, we will be, yeah, it is May 3rd, we will be doing a free kids fishing event in conjunction with LA, City of LA, MacArthur Park, Parks and Recreation Department, and with Fishing in the City program with Brian. We'll be doing a free kids fishing event at MacArthur Park. So that'll be at MacArthur Park coming up May 3rd. So those of you that can help us with that, we appreciate it. And the rest of you, bring your kids, bring your neighbors, bring your grandkids, and come join us. That will be lots of fun. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be at Lake for our kids club meeting, which we do that every month. Third Saturday of every month, except November, when it's the same week as our free kids event at Eldorado Park. All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to go in and make some dinner. So hopefully I'll see a lot of you this Sunday at my office there in Cerritos for our swap meet. So please join us here. Love to see you there. Moving around and get your attention. Hope to see you there. So it'll be fun. And thanks for being here. Hopefully soon we'll be able to talk more about fishing, show more pictures. So we'll be doing that. All right, again, if any of you have friends that might want to be a deckhand, please let me know. Looking for some deckhands and help out. Have a couple of guys that I can call in case one of them's busy. Be nice to have some deckhands. So we're getting ready for the fishing season. It's about to take off here. Once this weather settles down, all the boats will be running a lot more trips. Now that rock fishing is open. All right, guys. See you on Sunday. Goodbye, everybody, and thanks for being here. Bye. Good night.